The following is a presentation of Muddy River Sports.
Welcome to another episode of Schuck on a Truck, brought to you by Shottenkirk Toyota. And if we had theme music today, I think it would be Cool in the Gang's celebration, because that's what's happening here at the Quincy Racquet Club. Monica, Hinkamper, Todd Willing, thank you guys for joining me. It's a big deal. 50th anniversary, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
This isn't just a one-day celebration. You guys have been celebrating throughout the year. It's the 50th year of the Racquet Club, correct?
Right, and we're going to continue throughout the indoor season.
Good.
So, yes, it's been long in coming.
What's it mean to everybody in the tennis community that this place has been around this long?
Well, it was, opened as a community facility, and it has been run as a community facility all this time to allow anyone in the community to take advantage of it. So, we've had over the many years, all the way back to the Madison Park Group gentlemen.
Okay.
That played at Madison Park.
Yeah. And
were shoveling snow. Then the brainchild of this was Ted House, and he's like, hey, let's do some indoor tennis. And then, so those guys were some of the first to be out here.
That's
along
neat.
With that, opened in June of 1974.
Here's what's funny. There's people that are going to watch us and go, tennis courts at Madison Park?
Yes.
And then people go, where's Madison Park?
Right. Right. I know.
So we'll give you some explanation on that as we go on. Todd, you grew up around here.
I did.
You grew up in this facility, basically, right?
Yep. As a junior, working out here and playing as a junior, and yeah.
So what does this facility mean to you?
I got a lot of great memories here. Met a lot of great people, and it's been a great life experience for me, and then for my family and my kids. It's been awesome.
Well, I know one thing, your son has been on Schuck on a Truck before, and one thing he and I talked about, and I know you and I have talked about over the time, tennis community is family, and we see it at the city tournaments when the people that show up and just show up,
right.
But it's that way in here when you just walk in, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Everyone's greeted and just very unassuming. We love when we see new people because before long they come into the fold. They understand what it's like, and oftentimes the comments are, wow, it's so friendly and inviting, and so they feel comfortable.
What makes the tennis community and this place kind of click? What makes it all kind of come together?
Well, by the fact that because we have the tennis community at the park, Quincy Tennis Association, all the events over the years, it kind of just goes hand in hand. If you play at the park and the weather changes, then you come to the Racquet Club, and the atmosphere is very similar. Todd's run many a tournament.
Yep.
He's president of the Quincy Tennis Association. I've run many tournaments along with that, and it just kind of, if you're speaking to them at the park or any of the parks, and you come out here, the conversations are very much alike.
Well, and we say things like, okay, the weather's bad, you come over here. But even on a day like today, it's beautiful, it's sunny on this Friday morning when we're recording this. There were people here playing, I know right before we got started doing this. It's open year round. It's not just when the weather's bad, right?
Right. Just happened to rain out here this morning.
There's been some, even with our lessons too, there's been times it's been so hot. It's been nice. It's still hot inside, but we're out of the sun, so the kids can, still play and not get baked while we're out here playing and having some fun.
And I think that's probably the thing. Like, if you drive down State Street and you just take a glance, you see kids out in the outdoor courts. Passing along the game to the next generation and the future generations is an important part of this, isn't it?
Yes.
Absolutely.
How much effort goes into that?
A lot. It's constant. It's always, just trying to keep kids motivated, and hopefully they're bringing in friends, and the coaches in the community are excellent too. That do a lot of extra things just to keep promoting and keep kids active and playing in it, and hopefully keep striving to get better and make it a nice lifelong experience.
A lot of it's all about building relationships.
Yeah.
When Todd and I are on the tennis court with lessons, group lessons or private lessons, cardio, it's about building relationships. We discuss other things other than just tennis, and before long they're like, it builds a passion as opposed to just liking the game.
Yeah.
So
This is Schuck on a Truck, brought to you by Shottenkirk Toyota. I'm Muddy River Sports Editor Matt Schuckman, hanging out on the tailgate with Monica Hinkamper and Todd Willing as we talk about the 50th anniversary of the Quincy Racquet Club. I go back to my days growing up in South Park and taking tennis lessons there with Holly Blair and that. You don't think about it at the time, but tennis is a lot like golf in the sense that you got to have knees and but you can play. I mean, there's guys out here have been playing for a long time, aren't there?
Right.
Yes. With new knees.
Sometimes that happens and you have to get a new knee.
Shoulder surgery. They come back.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's not limited to kids, or it's not limited to young adults like your kids, college age, and your kids who are now parents themselves. It's generational. How much fun is that to see the next generation, like one generation and then the next generation? You see multiple generations come in here.
It's awesome because right now, some of the kids coming through for classes are the children of those that Todd and I taught years ago.
Yeah.
So it's nice. It's also an eye opener. Like, wow, we're actually going through us being kids to us having our kids to now them having kids, and now we're seeing that come back through. So it's great.
For someone who's never been out here, someone who's drives down State Street and goes, "Oh, there's the Racquet Club." What would you say? Stop in. Why should they stop in and just check it out?
We'll welcome them.
Yeah.
And if they've never played tennis before, or pickleball for that matter, then we'll just gradually work them in if they're interested.
Yeah.
It's not like it's.
You don't have to be an ace to come in here and play.
No.
It's all levels, and there's opportunities for everybody through cardio and just drills. And once we figure out where you're at and your skill wise, and we can get you set up with other people that you could potentially play with. And
the sign out front's changed a little too. It says pickleball now.
Right.
That's a big thing, and you guys have embraced that. It's part of the culture, isn't it? How big a deal is pickleball these days?
Well, in the last 3 years, it's really exploded. I introduced it here 10 years ago.
Okay.
And so we've gradually had people come in and out, and it's growing. It's really grown in the parks and so forth. Well, they all look for some place to go during inclement weather or during the winter months. So we're available, and we're just as welcoming. So, come give it a try.
You're good people.
That's right.
Well, you are. The guy back here, we could talk.
there,
But that's, I mean, the fact that we can sit here and joke around like that, but that carries over to in there. To me, it's having been around you guys all these years, and other people out here, and having been inside there for multiple events. You just relax when you go in there, don't you?
Yeah. It's just fun. Todd and I often, when we have events, Todd and I are mingling, going about, chatting with people, and that always leads to other conversations which are fun or reminiscent of times here. So it always ends up going back. I mean, I've been here a long time. This facility was built when I was 10, and I started out here when I was 12. So, yeah.
How's that possible? Because you're only 29,
exactly,
right?
29 and holding.
There you go.
Yeah, 29 and holding.
And I know we talked the kind of the celebration of the 50th anniversary is kind of just an ongoing thing. Anything special planned coming up, or anything you guys have on the agenda?
We're having a celebration tomorrow, mainly for those who've been able to come out and enjoy the facility, whether it's been for a little bit or for a long time.
Yeah.
But throughout the indoor season, those coming in, those coming out, I'm going to plan some just small get up events, or thank you gifts, or just things like that cool. When they're here and be spur of the moment, but that we appreciate everyone that comes in, whether they start tomorrow or whether they've been here since the inception of the facility. So
well, hopefully 50 years from now, your kids, your grandkids are still here enjoying this place.
Absolutely.
Because I think it means a lot to the community, not just the tennis community, to the Quincy community, and to have a place to go, just to play.
Right.
So
yeah,
I agree.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
Enjoy the celebration.
Right.
And if you haven't been out to the Quincy Racquet Club, you want to play tennis, you want to play pickleball, come on out. These two will take care of you. I promise. They'll treat you well.
Absolutely.
Good.
Thank you.
Awesome. For Todd Willing, Monica Hinkamper, I'm Matt Schuckman. This has been another episode of Schuck on a Truck, brought to you by Shottenkirk Toyota.
Muddy River Sports. Our home, our sports.